All right, I'm back to play more Let's Go. Don't know how long I'm going to play today. Maybe 1.5, 2 hours. Probably not as long as last time. But I did want to show something. So as soon as I stopped streaming last time and I did a little bit of extra training behind the scenes, well, extra catching behind the scenes, this immediately happened. So let me just play a little clip for you here. Yeah, that is a shiny Rattata. It showed up about maybe like 5-10 minutes after I stopped streaming. It was really quick. And then I tried to catch it, getting an excellent throw. And it broke out. Luckily, I don't think Rattata has a particularly high breakout rate. I also, by the way, the reason I'm getting so many excellent throws in this footage is because I connected my Joy-Con and played on the Switch, where I don't have to like flail my arm around and the ball goes all wrong directions. I wish I could do that while I was streaming, but I don't think it's possible since I have to have the Switch docked because it's plugged into like an Elgato capture card. So yeah, we have a shiny Rattata now. I did a ton of training. I leveled up my Pokemon a bunch. And because of that, the shiny Rattata is now Eradicate. I forgot what I called it. I think I called it. Let's go back. Let's go look at the current situation that I'm in right now in the game. So party, Churro, Butterfree, Charmeleon. We got Crystal, the Raticate, Venusaur, and Marowak right now on the team. Now, I went with Crystal as a name. I remember why now. Because a long time ago, I played a Nuzlocke. I ran into a shiny Rattata in Pokemon Crystal. The only shiny I have seen in the 5 years that I have been doing this channel in Pokemon Crystal. And I had not yet received Pokeballs in that Nuzlocke, so I had to knock out the Rattata. I also want to say that the Rattata evolving and going from the like yellowy kind of silver color to this awesome red color as Raticate is pretty sweet. I like this shiny a lot, so we're going to play the rest of the run with it. I don't know if it's going to be good. Raticate was good in Kanto, at least the Kanto that I've played in Generation 1, so hopefully it'll be good here. Something tells me it's not going to be that great. We're still training. I want to get the Alolan Marowak, but probably we'll switch out Charizard, even though people say it's really cool. Yeah. Charizard is really cool as a ride Pokemon, but I don't know. I don't really like my team. Okay, Partner Pikachu. Obviously, you're going to play with Partner Pikachu. We have to play with the shiny Eradicate. But then these other four, I'm kind of unconvinced by at the current time. I play a lot of games with Venusaur, so maybe I'll just keep Venusaur because Venusaur is good, but yeah. I'm not sure about these three. I don't like my team's 5 too many Pokemon, indeed. Let's just look at my candies and see if I have any candies that I can use. Mighty Candies. These increase attack by 1. I think we'll use those on Raticate. Oh, that's XL. Never mind. We need to be level 60 or higher for that. Yeah. I forget what I was chaining. I was chaining something here. I don't remember what it was though. Oh, I think it was Growlithe because I wanted to attack Candy. I'll probably do a little bit of that just to get warmed up. How does this work? I found other Pokemon as well. So I filled up my Pokedex a little bit. I forget how many Pokemon I've caught entirely now. Obtained 51. So because we've obtained 51, we can get into Koga's gym. I think because of that, let's just let's head back to Celadon City and continue with the run. Yeah, I think lures are in the main bag, so I think I'm out. Maybe we need Charizard for the ride capabilities. Slow walking around. By the way, we've been doing a ton of overlay work behind the scenes. Ionsprite and I have been putting in the hours over the last like 2 or 3 days. I'm trying to make the overlay run better on bad hardware. So if you have an older laptop or something like that, it's going to run a lot better. But at the same time, we're fixing a bunch of long-standing issues and potentially going to make it much better. I've done a huge refactor over the last 2 days, which has made the code a lot simpler to read, and we've removed we removed 3,000 lines from one file, and the other file we got down from about I think it was like 700 when we started. We got it down to like 200 or 250. So the code's a lot simpler now. Oh my gosh, is this like crown thing a new thing where like, did we fight Giovanni? I don't remember if we fought Giovanni. The really embarrassing thing about the number of lines. Do you plan to overlay Let's Go? No, I don't think it's possible. Yeah, we did fight him, didn't we? You didn't on stream last time. Blacked out to Archer. That's right. That's right. We lost here, and then we got to come back in and do it again. Yeah, this game is beautiful aesthetically. I know, it's so gorgeous. Every time I look at it, I'm just like, we got to do like a... No, it wouldn't be possible to run the graphics fast enough, but I was like, I wonder if I could like port yellow version into this and just make it look gorgeous, but have the same gameplay as Generation 1. Like, I want that. Can we get that Game Freak, please? But run faster. We need faster. I need to play the game faster. If I can't finish the game in like 45 minutes, my ADHD is going to go nuts. Anyways, yeah, we're working on the code, trying to make things better. I think this is the last major pass I'm going to do on the software because it will stop making sense to improve it much beyond this point. That said, I think that it'll be a better experience for anyone else using it. I also think that I want to play with shiny Pokemon. Come on. Yeah, let's go. I think it'll be a better experience for other people using it. Oh, it's so good. It looks so good. And then I think that it's going to give me the ability to add new features faster. I already added it's an old feature, like the number of vitamins that you have available to use. I re-added that feature, but made it look a lot better and made it have a little bit more information. So I added that to Gen 1 and Gen 2. But I have some ideas about a lot of new stuff to add. How did I black out to this guy? Oh, shiny's so sweet. Let's go. Dig. Oh yeah, Dig is super effective. 80 base power also, so we can go underground. And remember, there's no abilities in this game, so Weezing doesn't have Levitate, so we can hit it with a ground move. Oh, I was hoping that would do more. Wow. Wow. It's gonna get me, isn't it? Oh, it doesn't. Let's go. What's the embarrassing thing about removing so much code? Oh, the embarrassing thing is because I wrote that much code that just wasn't doing anything. So like, there's like, either I forgot to delete it when I made the code better and didn't need that code anymore. Either I forgot to delete it then, or the code was just useless the entire time, and why did I ever add it? So that's why it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing because I'm a terrible programmer. I love that. Still so good. All right, Archer was way easier this time. Oh, speaking of like overlays for later generation games, I don't really want to make overlays for later generation games for a bunch of reasons. Number one, current generation games fit very well on a 1080p canvas. So I would have to make the game look smaller and then fill in space. The whole idea of the overlay is that like it takes up the space that wasn't being used by the game on a regular display, like a modern display. So it allows me to add something that's modern to a game that's older for us to continue enjoying a game that's no longer sold anymore, and you just like, it's like nostalgic. It allows me as a creator to add something new to an old game. But with modern games, it's like, I think the only thing that I can really add as a creator is just like my commentary. So for a game like Let's Go, it's like, it doesn't seem like there's a strong aesthetic need for me to add something like to this game. Also, it's beautiful aesthetically already. Then there's also the technological problem of like, how do I get the game? And how do I get access to this stuff in real time? I don't know. That's very challenging. I definitely don't have the technical skills to pull that off. So that's another reason why I probably won't end up doing it. It's just like the tech skills required are too much. All right, Giovanni, don't beat me. Why is it cutting his face off? I think they're trying to be like keep him mysterious, but I think if they had done, I don't know, maybe they're doing their best job with it here. He should be like sitting in the chair and you can see his hand or something. I don't know. Like, all right, the pan makes sense, but yeah, it's an anime reference, but I don't know if the camera angle was quite doing it the justice that they needed it. Because at first I just looked at it, I'm like, that looks like a mistake. Alright, let's go, Persian. I did think he was going to send in a rock type first, because I'm used to early generation games. Oh, we can sleep it. Oh. Do we switch up to something that has a fighting move? Does Charmeleon have a fighting move? Yeah, but maybe not. Does Pikachu have a fighting move? Yeah, let's do Pikachu. It's always Pikachu. That's the solution. See, the game just trains you that you should always use your starter. I learned that lesson as a child, and now in my adult days, I keep applying what worked for me as a kid. Goodbye. Oh. His Rhyhorn is his ace here? I guess. Oh, what? Okay, critical hit. Well, didn't expect that. No, it's so sad. I can't. We can't let Pikachu ever faint again. That's not... we cannot see that animation. So sad. Like, I'm sure I could pull something like that off. I just question if it's the most appropriate use of my time and if it's really like pulling off an overlay for a later generation game. I don't know if... I also don't even know... I haven't really spoken super publicly about this. Well, maybe I have in a couple streams previously, but definitely not in any videos. But I'm not... Wait, the Silph scope is just binoculars? I never thought of it like that, but okay. Wow, it's binoculars. I was saying something and then I forgot. Oh yeah, later generation games. I don't actually know if I'm going to do solo challenges in Generation 6 and onwards. They're going to take so long, and I'm not sure if I'm going to have a good time doing them. Like, I could play the challenges, I'm sure, but I'm not sure I'm going to have fun. There's something really, 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 I don't know, beautiful about these games. The original, like, the 2D games for solo challenges and speeding them up and stuff like that. I don't know, it's just like, everything just feels perfect. But with Gen 6 being 3D and stuff, I don't know if it's going to hit the same. I might try it out, but not sure. I know that I'm going to play Gen 5. I know that. What is that? Oh! Yes, tell me. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Alright, let's go. We gotta fly, basically. Yeah, like, I might play the Gen 6 games in other formats. Like, I might play, like, a Nuzlocke in those games, or in Gen 7 Nuzlocke, or something like that. I don't know if solo challenges is necessarily the right format for me and for those, not like for me and those games together as a unity. Also, just from like content perspective, like if I am going to play Gen 5 and I'm going to beat the game with every species, if you take like 649 species or whatever it is that's in Gen 5 and you say, let's say I complete 2 Gen 5 runs every month. Or 1 Gen 5 run every month. It's like something like 50 years it'll take me to beat the games in that format. Did I beat Erika? I don't think I beat Erika. I don't think we beat her, no. I don't remember this layout. Yeah, we didn't talk to this person. Okay, cool. Wait, what did she say? Did she have fire Pokemon? Okay, a cute Pokemon. Let's put, oops. Oops. I wish if I made a misclick on the Pokedex, it didn't take like 3 extra seconds for me to just undo my mistake. That would be nice. Anyways, like playing playing Gen 5 and spending 50 years beating the game with every species is probably the it's gonna take my whole lifetime, so I don't know. Whoa, this is like actually a maze. Any Mon works with the Q criteria. I can show them a Mr. Mime and they'll be like, yeah. Okay. I'm out being a fisherman. Oh, that's fun. Nice. Got a group of Magikarp. Congrats. As a kid, I tried fishing with my dad, and it was something that I unfortunately couldn't do. I got just too sad. It's like the poor fish. And then I lay in bed thinking about it, because we did catch one fish. And then I would just lay in bed and be like, oh no, I feel bad. I'm not cut out for being a fisher or a hunter or something like that. Okay, well, at least it was a maze. Well, we don't need to save. I think I just have like a lot of empathy for animals, stuff like that. Okay, Erika time. Kind of fitting to talk about in this gym. Oh my gosh, yeah. think when anyone says like like this Pokemon character is my waifu or something like that, when anyone says that, I think we're all just aging these characters up because we played these games when we were also minors. Like if you're 7 and you're like, wow, that's a really cute character, and the character's 11, it's not weird. Oh, we got put to sleep. Great. I think when everyone talks about that kind of stuff, that's what they're doing. Maybe I'm giving people too much credit, but yeah. I know for me, it's like whenever I see like whenever I'm playing a Pokemon game, I'm not like I'm playing as a 10-year-old child. I never think that when I'm playing a Pokemon game. When I play a Pokemon game, I'm like, that's just me. And just for some reason, I look like a tiny chibi avatar. And then I just assume that like everyone in the game is my age too. I don't know if that's some like weird problem I have with like suspending my disbelief or something like that, but like that's how I interact with these games. Oh, hey, we're starting to get these now, by the way. So this is a new mechanic from the games where like your Pokemon will just hang on with 1 HP even though they should have been knocked out. Let's go Eradicate. Let's go. Yes. Oh, it's so awesome. Yeah, these mechanics, like the hang-on mechanics and the love mechanics from these games, I think are really cute for casual playthroughs. And overall, I like them if you're a kid playing the games or something. It's probably, oh my gosh. Well, it's a bit concerning. I wanna. Do we have a flying move? I think we do. Yeah, let's go ahead and Butterfree. I think those mechanics though are a little bit annoying if you're trying to do a challenge or something like that, because it's just going to make moments like this slightly less intense, slightly less strategy related, more random, luck based, that kind of thing. That's disappointing. I'm not used to being underleveled. I'm always used to overleveling. And still having a hard time because I only have one Pokemon. Yeah. She has kind of a blended team here between her yellow team and her red and blue team. Because she has the Tangela first, which is yellow. She has Weepinbell second, which is yellow. And then she has Vileplume. That's like red, because red has Vileplume, Victory Bell, and Tangela in the middle. But yellow has Gloom. Whee! Cute gym. Looks great. Oh, the little Rhyhorns by the door, they have little like lays on. That's so cute. Wait, there's a Jigglypuff over here? What's going on? Hasn't. No, that's not how it works. You're misleading people here. This is misinformation. My Jigglypuff has an adamant nature. It's easy to raise its attack stat, but not so easy to raise its special attack. This isn't how it works. Game Freak, that's not how your game works. That is not a description of what is going on mathematically. That is very bothering. It should say something like, its special attack stat will never be as high as its attack otherwise would be, or something like that. I don't know. Like, they need to phrase this differently, because like the nature doesn't influence how quickly one of these stats grows. It has nothing to do about speed of the stat growing. At the maximum level with the maximum stats, it's just going to be a lower stat than it otherwise would be. I get what they're trying to convey there, but like they're speaking in metaphors. That's really a metaphor. It's like think about it like this. If you have an adamant nature Pokemon, then like metaphorically that Pokemon within the Pokemon world would be like not growing in attack as much as special, or growing more in attack, not as much in special attack. But yeah, it bothers me deeply. Haha, this gym is great, full of strong. Okay, you're not creepy anymore. But why are you looking in the window still? Still weird. Still weird. They should have turned him into like a young boy or something. Then it would make more sense. And he's like, wow, this gym's full of strong trainers. That would be less weird. Does he give soft boiled? Alright, so we beat Erika. We beat Giovanni and Erika and Archer today. So far we're on a roll. Last time I don't think I beat a single gym leader. We just failed to catch a bunch of Pokemon. Okay, let's go. By the way, if you're one of those people, it's like, why aren't you streaming Gen 1 or Gen 2? I will, don't worry. I want to finish Let's Go first. I want this all to be... I want to get through this game as fast as possible, essentially. I don't want to drag it out. Oh, yeah. We have to go back to Lavender Town, don't we? Oh, we can use Fly now, though. How do we do that? No. Do we have to play with Churro and then fly? Hey, buddy. Secret techniques. Yeah, this is how we do it. Would be nice if you could get in there a little bit faster, but... Oh, this map looks so good. This map looks so good. Look at... Oh. Oh. And it's not hard to navigate. Although, the way that you navigate the map in Generation 1 and 2 is objectively superior to how they implemented the map starting in Generation 3. Like in Generation 3, it's like a cursor like this where you can like move it around and select different tiles, but you can select tiles where you can't fly. It should always be the case that you only select places that you can fly. Generation 1 and Generation 2 did this way better. What's this animation like? Let's evaluate the animation. Okay, that's really cute. Oh, we don't get to see it coming down. Oh, I wish we got to see it coming down. Nah, we're all gonna cry, aren't we? No. I think they removed the fly point for Route 10. That was Fire Leaf Green. Can you check that? What? What did you tell me to do? I didn't read it. Want to come with me? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. I'm going to come with you, but you're actually just going to let me go in by myself. Cool. I'm probably going to walk 5 more steps, and then he's going to stop me again, and we're going to have, like, 6 more lines of dialogue. Raticate, you're so cool. Look at Raticate. Oh, he's stuck. Poor Raticate. No. Can you get unstuck? Can he make it? No, he just can't make. Oh, he can make it. Okay. Whew. We're safe. Okay, we know. Binoculars. That's the solution. And then put the binoculars... Whoa. That's a big Haunter. That is huge. I didn't realize Haunter was supposed to be that big. I always thought of Haunter as being fairly small. Oh, he's just gone now. Using ground type moves on ghosts in Gen 1 is going to be nice. Is this an elixir? No. This is the elixir. Oh. Oh my gosh. Raticate, I'm sorry. Okay, we didn't leave him behind. The power of magic. Spirit, elixir down here? Raticate, what are you doing? Trying to be quiet? That's so cute. I wonder if it has like a special text for the tower. Are you gonna turn? No. Not allowed. Oh, look at how tiny Gastly is now. Look at how tiny that's the size I was expecting. Love catching your streams during work, Scott. Been watching you for years. Nice change of pace to see you play a different game. Yeah, I thought it was going to be a nice change of pace. Hunter is 5'3". Oh my gosh, Hunter's almost as big as me. I'm 5'6", by the way. I'm small, man. Small but mighty. Oh. Okay. Well, we're about to go to the healing zone, so it's fine. Knocking out a Hunter, it should be decent experience. I don't know how they updated the formula for experience in this game, because it really feels like trainer battles are just terrible. Like, you should never participate in a trainer battle. It's almost... Whoa, it's big now. Why is it big now? Oh my gosh, we caught it when it was spawning. Gastly was literally spawning, so it was small, and that's the only reason. Now it's huge. Let's fight I want to catch the Gastly. Are you going to turn on battle animations? Oh, I should. I want to turn them on for major battles and then turn them off for random stuff, because the random battles don't give much experience and they take forever. Each trainer has like one Pokemon too, so they can maximally waste your time. Oh no, now prepare for the pain. I can't dock my controller, unfortunately. Ah! Someone remind me to turn on battle animations before the next major battle, otherwise I'm going to forget. Oh, I forgot to move Twitch chat. I've just not been watching Twitch chat. I'm sorry, everyone over on Twitch. I'm fixing it now. Yeah, I'm live on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. Did you get the Pokeball controller? No, people told me it was $800. I'm not paying that. If Nintendo, if they were still actively selling it, the sound design for that is awesome. If they were still actively selling it, I think I might buy it, but they're not, so no, I'm not going to buy it. Yeah, it's like a collectible item now. No! Oh, look at us, we're a genius. Well, Raticate isn't. Poor Raticate's getting stuck. This location's very hard for Raticate. It's a normal type. You're just gonna look at the wall? Oh no, she's looking at... That's sad. I don't like that. What's your P.O. box? I don't have a P.O. box. Sorry, Henry. No, keep yours. Keep yours. You never know when you'll need it. Oh. I always get confused with Sucker Punch and Fake Out. I know it's not the same effect, but I always just think that Sucker Punch is the same effect for some reason. We watch you so you can buy this stuff for us. Get it? Well, I'll buy new stuff, but an $800 thing that... No. I think... See, I would rather spend $800 on video editing than spending $800 on a Pokeball for like 3 streams. Because if I spend $800 on video editing, I know that, hey, let's go, Hunter, you're huge! Huge! Oh my gosh, it's really big. Oh no. I guess I should throw a berry at this. Oh my gosh. Ah. Nice. There's some open ones for 30-ish. Okay, that's not that bad. Maybe I should get it. If it's like 30 USD though, that's like a reasonable price. Can every Pokemon have the same growth rate so that my team levels up evenly? Should we? No, we shouldn't use a Haunter. Oops. Whoa, look at the like filters and stuff. They got like blur effects and stuff going on here. This is high tech. Oh, that reminds me of all the blurring that BDSP had. Okay, I've been really nice about the aesthetics in this game. I don't think that this ghost looks good. I really think this ghost looks awful. Oh. Can we see the ghost one more time? Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of how this ghost looks. No. 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 My heart. No, it's so it's even sadder. No, it gets worse. He's just standing there all by himself. Poor little guy. You don't even have to battle it. Does Trace take Cubone? Please. Please. Does Cubone just run off? That's going to be even sadder. Do we take Cubone to Mr. Fuji? I'm with Cubone now after all. You better have Cubone on your team next time or like, I'm coming after you. Yeah, come on, Cubone. Yeah, you better be on his team. Better be on his team the next time we see him. Should we chain Haunter? Probably get some good experience from this. Oh. Ah! I'm getting better at this. No, not the fluctuating growth rate. The fluctuating growth rate's brutal. Ah. Oh. So I was thinking that since I'm playing this game, which is like not really a main series game, more of a like side game, but also kind of main series, I was like, maybe I should play Legends Arceus next in like a month or two. Do some more solo challenges, then come back. Because I haven't also beaten Legends Arceus, and I feel like that's a good stepping stone, building us on the way to the new Legends ZA, the worst named game of all time. If only it evolved. Ah! Ah! There's like no Pokemon in here. They spawn so infrequently. Well, never mind. Perfect. Let's go. Whoa, it's red. I still haven't beaten it. And because of my work schedule. It was always because of my work schedule. I was just like, I gotta do solo challenges. There's no time for Pokemon outside of this. Oh, someone mentioned pizza. Why you guys... I got pizza yesterday, actually. Had pizza 73. Just one slice, though. It was good, though. What kind of candy does the Haunter give? I'm not reading that every time. Gastly candy? Increases all stats by 1? Well, that's really bad. That's not what I want. I'm not using Gastly. Oh! Oh! No! We gotta use it! We gotta use it! Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Don't lose focus. I didn't save. What am I doing? Oh my god! Let's go! Yes! 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 Oh, I almost went up the stairs. Did you see me almost walk up the stairs? Oh my gosh. Oh, that's sweet. No saving before shinies does not work. Oh, it doesn't. I thought it worked. I saved before the Rattata shiny to try to be safe, but all right, so we apparently need the Gastly candy now. So we have to use this. Even if it slows our progress down because its level is low. Luckily it's medium slow, so it won't be that awful. Well, I think we should probably give up Butterfree at this point. Right? Because we have Psychic, the Psychic TM, and we get... This is also a sleep user. Or maybe Marowak and we just never go... Yeah, maybe Marowak we keep Charizard for a Fire type, and then we don't go Alolan Marowak with the Ghost type, even though I've been talking about it a lot. So then we'll do Gastly in its place, I think. I think that's what we'll do. Okay, so now we got to use the Gastly candy. Obviously, 2 Gastly candy. Use the Gastly candy. Let's go. Oh, that's sweet. What nature is it? Actually, we should look at the natures of my shiny Pokemon. Apparently, I'm a shiny hunter in this game. Check summary. Calm. Can we see what that does? Raises attack, lowers special defense. Wait, no. Red is up, blue is down? How does this work? I always forget this. Blue is down. So we lower our attack. Bold. Oh, blue is plus? Red up, blue down? Well, it's not great. It's not great. Fine, it's not great. By the way, both of the shinies that I caught were not with chains. Both of them were not with chains. I was just hanging out and then they showed up. Should we just chain Gastly now and like Gastly candy? Do we get Gastly candy from Gastly, or do we have to catch haunters for Gastly candy? But we're probably gonna get special attack candy from this, I assume. Let's check. This is the only Nintendo game. Blue is the minus stat and red is the plus stat. Okay. I didn't look. Does it tell us what candies we get here? No. Let's check. Oh my gosh. 2 shinies. I can't believe it. My poor voice. I was very hype about that. Send them to the professor. Send them all. Or send the haunters too, because we don't need them. Keep him. Send. Why? Are you sure? Yes. Smart candy. Yeah, that's special attack. That's good. Okay, special attack is good. We can raise Gastly's special attack a bunch with the smart candies. I was saving my smart candies. Perfect. Oh, nice. Bye-bye. That's ridiculous how, like, it started at 68 and we put it up to 76. 8 stat points. From a solo challenge perspective, that's wild. That would dramatically change things. You usually can't use that many vitamins on a Pokemon in a solo run. You either can't buy enough or you don't have enough allocated space by the time you can buy enough. Okay, what am I trying to do here? Do we want to teach Psychic? We definitely want to teach this to Gastly. You should have used only one smart candy? Yeah, haha, yeah. For a while there, I was sitting there and I was like, I don't get it. That doesn't make any sense. It does. Toxic on Gastly doesn't really make a lot of sense. Does it already have Dark Pulse? I know it can learn Thunderbolt. And since we have infinite use TMs, like we might as well just teach these things because we can unlearn them at any point. And there are no HMs, so we can't accidentally like clog up our move pool. Plus these two moves are special in this generation, so we can have really good coverage here. All right. If we level the Gastly up once, it'll evolve into Haunter. I don't know what Shiny Haunter looks like. We're going to find out today. Don't spoil it for me. Don't tell me what it is. All right. I thought that was a good throw, but no. Yeah, I've been told that you can get your stats ridiculously high. What if we find another shiny Gastly farming Gastly for Gastly candy? That would be funny. This is the second time I have got a random shiny encounter in a Pokemon Tower location like this. My wife and I, like 5-6 years ago, were playing Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire together on the couch while watching some like Hell's Kitchen or something. And some like reality show like that. And I just walked in to walk through. It's like Mount, what is it? I always say the wrong thing. Mount Pyre. I walked in. I was just walking through the area to go to where Maxie and Archie is. Climb the mountain. And on my way walking through, random shiny Dusclops or Duskull showed up. Or was it Shuppet? No, it was Duskull, I think. And then I wanted to use it, but then I found out Duskull is actually really defensive. And then I didn't want to use it anymore. I think for the Gastly, I think I'm going to play with the Gastly as a Gastly and then a Haunter today. And then I will evolve it at the beginning of next stream, or if I can figure out internet connectivity. My Switch is not currently connected to the internet. Uh-oh. If we find another shiny Gastly, we will have to use it. It'll be a 2 Gastly team. I gotta get more Pokeballs here. I've embraced the fact that this game is about catching Pokemon. That's okay. Tomorrow, Pokemon Ekans in Crystal version. By the way, also, we're coming up on the 5-year anniversary of my channel. On the 21st, it has been 5 years since I started making these videos. Well, technically, I would have already been making the Butterfree video at this point. So it has been 5 years since I started. I got like 6 smart candy. Did I just get 6 smart candy? Did I read that right? This Gastly is gonna... Yeah, look at that. Look at how many. It doesn't work on them until they're level 30, so I have to level my Gastly up twice to use the large ones. I want this Gastly to be ripped. Gastly really only needs special attack. It's fast enough to move first against pretty much everything. And its HP, attack, and defense are all so bad. I don't want to catch it. HP, attack, and defense are all so bad that you just can't save them. So I did have a plan for the 5-year anniversary of the channel, and then I procrastinated too much trying to fix the overlay and playing Let's Go. And so it's not going to come out on the exact anniversary of the channel, but it is going to come out next weekend. It'll make sense. You'll be like, yeah, that's a fitting anniversary video. Oh my gosh. It's going to be a 3-way versus video. In Pokemon Yellow, of course. No, broke my combo. Alright, I guess we'll keep going. Nah. Yeah, we probably should. We're running out of Pokeballs anyways. I don't know if I can use it. It's a Gastly. It's not a Haunter. Okay, we'll keep using Charmeleon. I want to evolve. Oh, there's no one up here? Oh, no. Jesse and James are going to ambush me. Yeah. Yeah, so Omastar and Kabutovs do need to be re-ranked. There was a rare candy downstairs? Was there? Oh, double battle. Gastly would be actually good in this double battle. I don't really want to set up. Item ball in the bottom left. Okay. Corviknight is a sweet Pokemon. Oh yeah, no one reminded me about animations. Or I didn't see it. I also don't really consider this a major battle. Like, Jesse and James are not that good. Major battles are like rivals and gym leaders. This is like a sub-major battle. I don't know how to describe that. There's like random NPCs, then there's like, I don't know, half important NPCs, and then there's major battles. Like, I don't split on this fight in any games when I play. Easy. So you're going to teleport me out and then I have to walk back in to get the rare candy? Okay, thank you. Oh yeah, I just didn't... How did I not see that? That is the rare candy in all the other games. I was just running around here so focused on Gastly, I didn't see it. I want to catch more Gastly. I want more smart candy for my Gastly. I want him to be a really smart Gengar. Oh, I should have tried to catch the shiny Gastly in the Premier Ball to have my favorite ball. Oh well, it's fine. Great. Oh. No. Oh my. Premier walls look cool, but they're not very good. Okay, I'm done with this. ridiculous. Taking forever. Let's get out of here. I can come back here and grind later today if I want to. I'll try and actually make progress on stream and then do the grinding in between. And then I'll find like 5 more shinies off stream. I'm glad I found one on stream because I'm going to make this into a video eventually and talk about Let's Go on the channel. Because I want to have like my thoughts in one condensed place that isn't just like an amorphous 12-hour block of streams where you have to watch through everything to get my thoughts on the game. But I was sad because I had no shiny reaction to the Rattata. Because like I saw it and then I like turned on OBS and started filming immediately after that. Because I'm like, oh, I gotta catch this. But that it doesn't catch like the raw excitement of it. Oh yeah, they do have Megas. So I guess we can get Mega Gengar. That's pretty cool. So cute. Let's go. Back to Celadon, right? Scott, you handsome man. How are you? I'm good. Only the starter Megas? Oh, okay. Oh, you can get all the Gen 1 Megas? Yeah, there's confusion. We don't know. Should probably give the mighty candies to Venusaur. It's I think it's using some physical attacks like Razor Leaf. Shiny only run? No, no, no. We just caught random shinies on our way. What do we do now? I guess we wake up the Snorlax. I guess we should catch the Snorlax. They probably spawn somewhere in the wild. I don't know. I'm just so programmed to save in front of just static encounters like this. Yeah, the Raticate's shiny. Oh, it's animated. Oh, I forgot to get balls. Guess we gotta catch it with a Premier Ball. Does it just run away? I don't know. Old man runs up to a child when there is a bear standing beside the child. Immediately starts to talk about his flute. Well done, old man. Then the bear attacks the child. Oh, yeah, and look at the bear. It's terrifying. Defense rose. Okay. How does that affect it? What? What? We have to fight it? Oh. Level 30. I guess we can't catch it? I don't know if... I think Dragon Rage might do more. Not sure. Does it have any non-fighting or non-normal moves? Let's go, shiny Gastly. What? No! Well, we tried. Didn't work. You lose if the timer... Oh, there's a timer up there. Oh my gosh. I'm on the clock. I thought I was off the clock for this run because... Alright, that gives me time to Quiver Dance up. So used to being on the clock. It was nice. It was nice just hanging out. No, I'll beat it this time. Oh, unless the game just doesn't do anything. Let's go. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Please don't paralyze me. Thank you. Butterfree's great. Maybe I should keep Butterfree because Quiver Dance is so good. Oh, what? No. Oh, now we get to catch it. I see how this works. Would have been cool if they could have figured out how to make that camera angle work there. Where, like, as soon as the battle ended, it would just switch to this. No, I want to switch to Ultra Balls here. I didn't realize I had some Ultra Balls. Let's go. Well. Great. Yeah, maybe I kind of want a Venomoth. I don't know if can we find them in the Safari Zone in this? Kidding me? At least it wasn't the shiny Gastly. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with the... I got shiny Eradicate, got shiny Gastly. I'm fine with that. Oh, I want a shiny Coughing. What does shiny Coughing look like? I want that so bad. I love it. No, we're just not going to catch the Snorlax. It's fine. I'm not resetting. I saved, but I'm not going to do it. It took too long. Whoa. This move is pretty good. Can Raticate learn this move? We should buy it just to see. I don't think Raticate can learn it, but if Raticate can learn it, that would be sweet. Money is so scarce in this. I have no money. I have nothing worth selling. Well, you can have repels? I'm not using healing items. Sell those. Because you're skipping trainers? Yeah. I don't want to fight the trainers. Okay, we can get a decent number of Ultra Balls. This should get us candies sell, yeah, but for like $10 each. Isn't the big mushroom like a thing you can give to someone though to like get a relearn a move or something? So long. That transition took forever. That transition feels not so much like the game wanted it to be that long for dramatic purposes. The game was just poorly optimized enough that it had to be that long. Okay, no one can learn bulk up. That's sad. Gotta go heal to get my Gastly back. I want to make sure that it's leveling up. Poliwrath looks sweet in the overworld. Looks so good standing there. Eradicate does get Swords Dance from the move relearner though. What? Where's the move relearner? Are you kidding me? Where's the move relearner? That's amazing. Look at little Eradicate go. Should probably get it. It's a new Pokemon. Gotta learn that catching is the right thing to do. There's an item over here? Alright. Yes! You get like a experience bonus multiplier and stuff if you catch them with their first, well, if you catch them with your first ball. I did not. Boy, I didn't even think that was gonna get it. Just like on the edge of the screen. Ah. Shiny Doduo is the best? I don't know what it looks like. I don't know what many of the shinies look like. I've never been much of a shiny hunter. Although I really like shinies that are red and white. Danny, thank you for all the content. Give the cats a treat. Danny, thank you so much. That is really generous. I appreciate it so much. And Danny, for you, here is a shiny Gastly evolution animation. Let's go. Let's see what shiny Haunter looks like. Let's go! It's moments like this when you're like a little bit sad that you caught a shiny Pokemon. Because you realize, yeah, that's literally what I was thinking. It looks like Haunter that ate blueberries. It's normal Haunter with a blue tongue. Maybe it gets better with Gengar. I assume it gets better with Gengar. Gengar is a fan favorite Pokemon. Ah! I can walk here? Oh, I can just walk here. Like, balls are good, I guess. Can we ride on the Hunter? Really? Well, if we can ride on it, we definitely should. I know we got to evolve Charizard and then ride on it. Everyone's telling me that that's like the greatest thing ever. I like that you just take it out of the ball and then you ride on it. Like, that's fun. Oh, this is actually sick. Okay, I like this. Oh, that's great. I wish Hunter was a little bit smaller, but this is actually quite good. Danny, that's so exciting that you're making your own game. That's so sick. You should send me an email about it and let me know what it's like. That's really, really, really exciting. When are you going to evolve Haunter? I said I was going to play like... I think I'm going to play to the end of this stream with Haunter and then I'll evolve it into Gengar. Probably at the beginning of next stream. I always feel like Haunter and stuff, they don't really get enough... they don't get enough time in the sun because as trade evolutions, especially if you're playing in like an optimized way, you just evolve and then immediately you just evolve from the Haunter into the Gengar and you never really like spend some time with Haunter, so... I want to just like spend a little bit of time with Haunter. Plus you can ride it around, it's pretty cool. The blueberry tongue, we gotta admire that. I gotta trade the Haunter. Oh, it slides a little bit like Luigi when you stop moving with it. Kind of cool. I should maybe... Hey, she got a Vaporeon. Look at it. Just chilling there. Is she going to use it? It's bad that I have Charmeleon first. Okay. Well, didn't prepare for this well. It's really awesome that you're making a game. I want to make a game at some point in the future. That's one. I have like I have some like items that are kind of like bucket list items that I really want to do. One is release an album, or I don't know if release an album, but make an album at least. Even if I just have it, no one else has it, I'll be happy. Make an album, compose a symphony. Make a Pokemon ROM hack. Make a game. Make a game that's not a Pokemon game. Those are like big ones on my list. Maybe the fifth one is start a company. Those 5 things. I have done one of them though. I've composed a symphony. It is 27 minutes long. And then I have technically made a ROM hack, but it's not really like... The ROM hack is not as extensive as I want it to be. Like, I want to create the whole map and, like, assign, like, all the... do everything. Not just, like, make a ROM hack of, like, the game. Like, I want to make, like, a more, like, detailed version. Should we just fight this with Eradicate? I wish I could switch my my party members around faster. Oh, we should call it Booberry. Booberry is a great name. How many people have suggested that to me? I got one comment on Twitch for that. I'm gonna change his name right after this. That's a great name. We're like really falling behind in levels. I didn't think that this was gonna happen. I'm not gonna lie, like, everyone told me this game was really easy, and to be fair, most of the trainers just have one Pokemon, which does make it kind of easy, but I did feel like I would be doing better at this point in the game, and maybe it is just that I haven't really fallen in love with the catching mechanic and spent like 10 hours catching Pokemon. Oh, that's so sad that it got corrupted. Alright, we gotta rename Blueberry to Booberry. Alright, this is a great name. Can't type. Boo. Berry. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is bad for a moment. You made me do this. There was no other way. Alright. Now every time I'm just gonna see the other word. Great. As a PG-13, we've rated up on this channel today. Let's go. No. I couldn't do it. It's okay. No. I want a Charizard. Come on. I thought I had dig on this. Guess not. I kind of like Dragon Rage and how reliable it is. Yes. One more level. Yeah, I turned off animations because it's so slow. Use EXP candy? There is no EXP candy in this game. Everyone keeps saying that to me and there's no EXP candy. It's shiny. I can't believe that. I can't believe that. This guy's cool, but he's very slow. Can you ride Gengar? Or can you only ride Haunter? That's kind of a weird choice if you can just ride Haunter, but not Gengar. Yeah, good thing I sold the revives, I know, right? I'm regretting that choice now. I could have flown back, I guess. But if we walk around, we get to see this gorgeous world. Oh, this game is so beautiful. What's in the fly house? I don't remember. I went over there last time, and then people told me that she wasn't. Or did I go over there last time? Let's go check it out. Makes a funny sound. Wasn't expecting it to make a funny sound. No, 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 no. Is there the fly? There's a fly TM. Oh. TM. Well, it's good to pick up the TM, I guess. We could maybe teach it to Charizard if this isn't red and blue. Hey, there's people over there. Secret retreat. There's 2 other guys right outside. What are you talking about? Look, they're just chill. 3. Just chilling. Oh, they're gonna fight. I do not like the fact that these people are over here. They should be on the route below. Cool hair, though. This is not a great matchup. So essentially this game, the game cycle is you want to fight trainers so that you can buy Pokeballs, so that you can catch Pokemon to train your Pokemon, which then makes you better at fighting trainers. Unlike in regular Pokemon games where fighting trainers levels your Pokemon up and makes you better at fighting trainers so that you can fight more trainers. No one has an Onix here. Well, I guess we'll go back. From like a design perspective, I kind of like the loop more. Like training feels like it's serving a different purpose than catching wild Pokemon. But if you've seen my content, you know that I just like to go through the game as fast as possible. So. Oh. Well, that's not good. Screech. I think we can do this. Do we have guts? No, we don't have abilities in this game. Do I have a healing item that can get rid of the poison? Does this? Yeah. How many shinies so far? 2. 2 shinies. Hey Kevin, thanks for being around here for 6 months. I also missed one. There was one earlier that was 11 months. It's also great to have you for 11 months. Sorry I missed it. Oh, goodbye, Arbok. Do we have space for that? This is 80, right? Yeah. Crunch is better. bike? There is no bike. Just ride Pokemon in this game. Oh no. Okay, everyone pay attention right now. We're gonna do a lesson in aesthetics, okay? Lesson in aesthetics. Seriously, we gotta do this. Just give me one moment. I gotta teach here. I gotta teach some things here. In order to do this, I'm gonna have to bring in some other graphics, so just give me a second. Alright. I'm gonna bring in a graphic. Alright. Okay, this is a graphic that Brian made for us on the channel. I want everyone to look at this, okay? Look at Firo. Look at this Firo. You see Firo in this thumbnail? You see how cool Firo looks in this thumbnail? How intimidating it looks? How the crest on its head is like really scary? And how it's swooping down with an incredibly sharp beak? Okay. That's one aspect of Firo. I think this is a really nice, really good thumbnail. I think it's really good art. I forget where we, there's like some inspiration. There's official art of Firo and it looks something like that. Okay, now I want to, we're going to go and we're going to look at something else. Okay. The lesson continues. All right. Lesson is continuing here with Sugimori art of Firo, right? You can see in this Sugimori art of Firo that Firo is a majestic bird. It has a lot of pride. It looks also intimidating, but also kind of legendary. Like it almost resembles Ho-Oh in some ways in this. It looks so good. All right, we're gonna continue now to some sprites. By the way, I have recorded and edited the full Backsprite tier list for Generation 1. It's like an hour and 8 minutes long. I'm so sorry that it's that long, but you're going to get it sometime next week. Okay. Sorry about the scaling here. It's going to be a bit blurry, but like, just look at it. Look at this. It looks like he has a crown on his head. He is a king among birds. Look at how imposing those giant wings are and how sharp his beak looks. Also, his eye is angular and fearsome, and it looks like he's reaching out with his left talon to grab you. Well, I almost said claw there, but talon really is the right word. Terrifying. Okay? Now, what did they do to him? His little wings look like flappy, and he looks like his body looks too big, and his neck is kind of bent, but not really that long. He doesn't have like a regal quality or a majestic quality or an intimidating quality. When I think about Pokemon that look so much worse in 3D than they do in 2D, I think of Firo. Gosh. Okay, lesson's over. No, I used dig. I pressed A and used dig. Okay, well. Wait, look what just happened. That's so funny. Hilarious interaction. Huh. Oh, I want this thing to look so much cooler in 3D. Another Pokemon that really got a downgrade in 3D is Typhlosion. Then all the allegations came out, and now Typhlosion is fully canceled. Alright, who's this guy? Is he like got a wheezing? Roughneck. Whoa. He's bald. He's got Eradicate. Mine's cooler. That's an objective fact. Look at that. Look at that. His is higher level. I did the Backsprite tier list. The Backsprite tier list is of all Gen 1 Backsprites, so there's no Typhlosion. It took me an hour and 8 minutes. If I do Gen 2 Backsprites, it's take me like 3 hours. Maybe not, though, because they're not as janky. Gen 1, there was a lot to talk about. It was like a 2.5 hour recording. It took us a long time. It took me a long time to get through it all. It was like 2 hours, I think. We cut it down as much as we could, and I tried to talk intelligently the whole time. I sent a message to Sean, my video editor, and be like, we have to try and cut it down more because this video is like criminally too long. Oh, what? What just happened? Did it get me underground? Oh, that's weird. It hits you, or it faints first and then it hits you. Alright, well, send out Venusaur now. Toxic ignores all accuracy checks when used by a poison type in recent gens. Whoa, I didn't know that. I didn't know that including summoning invulnerability. Okay. Huh. Very interesting. No. We're gonna get you. We're gonna get you some help, buddy. By the way, Danny, I really actually appreciate the 200 euros from earlier. I just want to say that because we had to take Momo to the vet yesterday. She like started doing like weird blinking stuff with her eyes, or her left eye, and then it started like watering a lot, and we were like, don't want to mess around with like something eye related. So she got painkillers now and eye drops. Oh, speaking of painkillers, actually, I gotta go give her pill. I will be right back. Give me 1 second. Be right back. Oh, I muted the wrong thing. Sorry. Okay, I'm back. I wanted to leave the music on, but I muted the music instead. Oh, he's like, his hand is over the railing. All right. I want to try and use it now. Let's go. See if we can win a battle with him. Oh. It's kind of cool that they have their Pokemon beside them. I like that. It's a nice touch. The Pokemon world feels very, like, inhabited by Pokemon in this game, which is not always the case. This will be easy. Oh, wow. What? Level 40 Wartortle? Oh my gosh. I'm under-leveled now and I'm struggling still. Apparently I just need like a lot more candies. Are these coach trainers? I didn't realize these are coach trainers. I think this is just like an ace trainer. Not ideal. Yeah, this is just a random trainer. Well, that was good. Oh no. Steel type. Gosh, I gotta train, I guess. Like, things are not going well. Why does it only get Ember? Can we have a better fire type move for Charmeleon? It's about to evolve. Like, I'm not gonna lose, but like, the fights are just they're like becoming increasingly frustrating. Where it doesn't feel like I'm just stomping my way through these easy trainers. Let's go. Nice. Oh. I don't think I haven't used... Have I? I have not done a solo challenge with Dodrio in any game. It's becoming rarer and rarer for there to be species that are in an evolutionary line where I haven't done a run with them. I have not done Dodrio in any game. Yeah. It's very rare for Gen 1 Pokemon because I've almost finished the whole Pokemon Yellow Pokedex. I wish I could just plug this controller in and not have to fling my whole arm around. Yeah, I've heard Dodrio's pretty good in Crystal. It's a normal type, so it makes sense. It also is a flying type, and flying types are generally quite good in Crystal because they start with, like, you beat the flying type gym, you get the type-based badge boost. from Faulkner's badge, plus you get an attack boost. So you get 2 amazing boosts right away. Then you get Whitney's boost on the 3rd badge. And you get return, which is like the best move in the game. There's a lot of synergy for normal flying types in Gen 2. What's east of Fuchsia City? Fire Punch TM. Oh. What? What? What if there's trainers? I don't want to fight trainers. So underleveled. That's an ace trainer. Just floating over the grass. Nugget. Flamethrower is in Silph? Okay. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Terrifying. I think we're gonna come back. We gotta obviously train, so. I guess we can go to Silph now because... Why am I so weak? Also, Scott, I want to dodge all these trainers. Yeah. As a kid, didn't everyone play like this? That's how I played as a kid. Maybe it was just me with ADHD trying to like rush through everything, but on every single route in the game, I would try to skip every single battle. Yeah, it's a shiny Haunter. We caught it like an hour ago. In a very tense moment where I almost ran up the stairs and then it spawned and I turned back for it at the last second. Do you have a second controller? Yeah, I do. I've heard it's easy if you like put your second controller on or something. It makes like catching stuff easier. Oh. Look at that little slowpoke. There's a Chansey over there. Oh, Kangaskhan too. Wait, is there a Kabuto? I want to see Kabuto. Oh. Slowpoke just like rotates. He didn't move his legs at all. Oh, he rotates too. Yes, yes, it's very cute. I would like to play the game. Oh my gosh. Oh, Chansey's great. Chansey's so good. Oh, there's a Tauros. Oh, Almanite. I love the little guy. Oh, look at him. Look at his little tentacles. He's so cute. Alright, that was very, very cute. Almanite's over here? Who's over here? Oh, I don't see Kabuto. Darn. Oh, Lapras, look at that. That's gorgeous. She looks really good in 3D. Wow. Okay. No Kabuto, you picked the dome fossil. Oh, right. It populates that with the fossil that you don't have. That makes sense. I think that's the TM that I want. Oh, we have to dodge a bunch of people again. Did I heal? I forget. Yeah, we should really level up. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's go. Talk to the guy with the surfboard. He gives you the surf equivalent. Okay, that's a good idea. Nice. That's great experience. If we could chain this, that would be great. But we're going to evolve to Charizard now. All right. My favorite starter Pokemon. Although I'll state it now again. I'm gonna state it again, but the Charizard run in Pokemon Crystal might be one of my favorite runs of all time. Go watch that stream if you haven't seen it. It was so much fun, and the strategy we ended up coming up with at the very end of the video, so unique. I'm so glad the Charizard won that way. Oh, 2 subscribes over on Twitch. Thanks so much. It really helps. Okay, so we get to learn Wing Attack now. Honestly, minus speed on this thing is pretty good. Red's minus, right? Looks like minus. Well, Scratch is pretty bad. Love your content, mate. I'm glad. Okay, Wing Attack. Wing Attack's base 60 power since Gen 2, so pretty good. Wait until Nidoking and Crystal. So I guess we should ride on Charizard, because everyone told me that riding on Charizard is the coolest thing. Oh yeah, this is great. Oh my gosh, it's so fast. It's so fast. Also, it's like, how it like puts its head down when you go quick looks really good. Well, thanks for the gifted sub. Well, I like how his like spit goes in and out of his mouth. Very weird feature for the Pokemon to have. What a strange design element. You think the fastest way through Red is quite creative? Put it in the solo running channel. I'm very curious. I have already played my first Nidoking and Nidoqueen playthrough in Crystal, so I am looking for advice on how to make them better. We have to. We have to. Yes! Look at him! It's tiny! It's also level 37, which is pretty good. No. Come on. Come on. Great. Yeah, the Dragon Ice type. I know. Sorry, Psychic type. Psychic flying. We'll teach it Psychic. I don't think it can learn Fly, though, even though it has wings. Yes! I think we have to put it on our team. I think we have to. So much experience. Catching new Pokemon really does give a lot of experience, too. That's another good advantage. Yeah, we're going to swap out Butterfree for Venomoth, I think, at this point. Does Venomoth get Quiver Dance? Like, I don't know what Venomoth's moves are. What are its moves? I would run both, I just don't know what the... Like, I'm running out of spots. Yeah, this is bye-bye Butterfree, you know? It already knows Psychic, and it has Sleep Powder and Psybeam. Leech Life. I guess Butterfree with Quiver Dance is currently better. Oh, I'm torn. I'm torn. What other moves can I learn? Can I learn Dark Pulse? I wonder. 55 to get Quiver Dance? That's pretty brutal. Oh, his wings make noise. Love it. It's great. Alright, I guess we have to face the Ace Trainer here to get Fire Punch. Oh, yeah, Leech Life has 80 base power. That's right. I forgot that Leech Life isn't trash in this game. I'm so used to it being absolutely terrible. Charizard's awesome. Alright. Gen 2, you convinced me. Charizard is great. Oh, what is... Is the chat more bumping on YouTube? Yeah, definitely. Gosh. I go in these battles, maybe it's because I'm so used to solo running, I'm not used to my Pokemon taking more than half damage from a single hit. When that happens, I mean, like it's a very bad situation in a solo run. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's bye-bye Butterfree moment. We're going to put Venomoth on the team. Come on, Venomoth. Let's go. Bye-bye Butterfree. Let's go. Tauros. If I could chain these, it would be great for experience. Like getting a huge Tauros or something, that would be so good. If I fight a trainer, does it break my chain? Look at Venomoth. It looks so good. What a good Pokemon. Venomoth has a great design. I don't know why it hasn't been, like, loved more by the community. That was really the thing that made me like it, was, like, I was drawing a lot of Venomoths because there was the meme on my channel, and my mascot was Butterfree. And I kept drawing Venomoth, and the more I looked at it, I'm like, I really like this design. Like, it's a very, very, very solid design. And it's really cute, and I was looking at it, and I was just like, you know, Venomoth is such a weird little guy, and no one has really, no one has shown him a lot of love over the years, so. Then because of that, I fell in love. Gotta avoid him right now, though. Charizard's so fast. This is great. Looks awesome. Wow, this game is beautiful. Look at Charizard. Like, is that shiny? That's not shiny. Better not. I already got that. Up. Sketchy. Oh, they fly up into the sky. I love that flying Pokemon do that. It's these flying Pokemon. If you ever needed proof, there it is. Oh my gosh. Scott, do you think you'll ever cross over with Smallant? I think I'm too small to even be on Smallant's radar. Like, I don't think he even knows who I am. There's a little Voltorb back there. Look at him. Is this guy looking at him? Does it fight me? No, it just... Oh, that's cute. Where's the surfboard guy? I was told surfboard guy. Oh, this guy. Isn't Smallant like 2 million subscribers or something? Or like 1 million subscribers? Like, he's huge. I'm like 75,000. Or did you mean Smallant or you mean Smant? I don't know who Smant is. Very cute. Okay, Charizard feels almost mandatory in this game because it's so good as a riding Pokemon. Let's go fight some stuff. Yeah, Smallant. Yeah. I'm always open to like collaborating with people. Like, oh, whoa, whoa! We're in the sky. We can fly. Can we go down? Oh my gosh. Magikarp. Lovely. How do we get down there though? Wow. You just zoom over everyone. This is amazing. This is amazing. Oh, wow. What an aesthetically beautiful game. This also, like, just flying here. This is like the perfect Pokemon exploration kind of vibes. Because you get to explore the world and you get to use your Pokemon to like navigate it in a different way, but it doesn't feel like really forced like it does in Generation 1. How do I get out of the sky though? Like, I want to talk to the guy and fight him. Can I just... Okay. Nice. Punk guy. Corey. I've been sending Pokemon to the professor, yeah. Not that many, but I've been sending some. Uh-oh. That's bad. Rock moves always miss. Yeah, it would be like super fun to do. See, like, I haven't watched a lot of Small Ants stuff because he plays a bunch of different games, and I tend to be like very obsessed with specifically solo running games. So I've watched a lot of J-Rose's stuff, but not a lot of Small Ants stuff. And then like, it'd be super fun to do something collaborative with J-Rose. I think that would be awesome. It was really fun doing stuff with Madry Bread. Gosh, we're just so under-leveled. Oh, Voy Voy. Voy Voy. I don't think I have it yet. Got it. Silly cry. Alright. I hope this gives decent experience because I think it's a first catch. No. Where did we get one? Oh no, it is first catch, okay. Foy! As my wife would say, expletive. She's not a big Eevee fan. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Doduos everywhere. Should we fight this? Yeah. Like, we should just fight more people because we need to get more money so that I can catch a bunch of Pokemon off stream and actually level up and have decent stats for the next section of the game. My daughter's name is Eevee. That's a good name. I think it's a good name. I really like it. Yeah, that's what I said to her. I was like, Eevee's so cute. How could you say that? Let's go. Oh. I need to buy some healing items too, but I don't want to buy healing items because I want to catch Pokemon. Then I get stuck in situations like this. Oh my gosh. Oh, its tongue. It gets me. Can this be like Gen 5 where when you're underleveled you gain so much more experience? Nope. Okay, I think we're go to. What do we do next? Do we go to Silph? Let's try Silph. We'll see if trainers in here are a little bit easier to fight, because supposedly you need 50 Pokemon caught in order to get into Koga's gym. Maybe doing that like gave them a way to kind of force players to go to Silph first. Because you're going to explore more of the map, try and catch Pokemon, that sort of thing. I've already met the requirement, but let's see if Silph is maybe a little bit easier. Okay, enough of this. Oh. Do we fight them outside? Oh, and then he's just so confused that he lets us into. That's great. Oh, he's so confused. Oh my gosh. Silph has some good TMs. Yeah. Oh, there's a receptionist. Is she evil? Oh, no, yeah, she's good. Oh, blue. Oh my gosh. Oh my, this character's everywhere. How do I even keep track of it? There's so much socializing here. What am I doing in a place like this? Trying to train. Hey Ned, let's not joke about that. That's a little bit close to the line, I think. What? What was that? What? I gotta talk to him? I gotta fight him? I don't want to fight him. I don't want to do it. Oh no. Does he have Executor? No! Oh! Oh my gosh. Of course he does. He leads with it. I have Crunch. Ah! I had my blueberry smoothie. Goodbye. Okay, it didn't do all the annoying stuff from yellow version. We're okay. Uh-oh. 40? We're gonna get one hit, aren't we? Yep. Pekka! No, I didn't get it right. It was way more elaborate. Oh, that did a lot. Pikachu's great. What a busted Pokemon. Do I have to fight Trace next? Oh, 11,000. That was great. We have funded a lot of Great Balls and Ultra Balls. Did he heal us? Did he heal us? No. Can I leave, please? Okay. Whew. This is a walk back to the Poke Center simulator right now. Hey Scott, here's my contribution of thanks for giving me plenty of videos to enjoy as I drift off to sleep. Get yourself something tasty for dinner tonight in my honor. Thank you so much. I think it's Ifrit? Ifrit? I think it's Ifrit. Like it's like a fire spirit, isn't it? Maybe I'm wrong. All right, let's go. Trace. What? Okay, never mind. Whoa, what's up with the floor? Fun patterns. Oh my gosh. Let's go. Team Rocket Grunt. Eradicate. Eradicate. Mine's better. 33. Okay, so these trainers are trash. Good. Oh gosh, everyone keeps talking pepperoni pizza. Like now I just want pepperoni pizza. Every time I stream, I'm just like, I really want pizza. Oh, I just realized I haven't eaten today. Don't be like me. Kids, don't be like me. Hi, I just want to say, huge fan. I watch all your videos on YouTube. Well, mostly because I need to see the progression of the tier list. Yeah, I know. I gotta see it too. I got so like this morning. I got so focused on trying to improve the overlay, the code for the overlay. Then I looked down at the time and it was 2, and I was like, "How is it 2? It was just 7." And then I was like, "I gotta stream," because I told my wife that I would stream today. And I told everyone that I was going to stream Let's Go once this week at least. So is that the teleporter? The teleporter looks really cool. Look at that. The aesthetic of that teleporter is great. Also, they got actual computers. That's sweet. Look at this tech dystopia over here. Let's go, buddy. Now that I think about it, why are the scientists fighting you? Yeah, I'm not really sure. Someone said once that it's like maybe the scientists are like bad members of Silph and they like turned against the company. Maybe the company was exploiting the scientists' labor and then the scientists turn against the company. And in which case, maybe Team Rocket is actually the hero organization and that's why I'm wearing their clothes. Oh. Oh. Yeah. So, ask yourself the question: why was Scott using Crunch there? I wanna know if you can figure it out. That's embarrassing. We can't go to we can't go to Sabrina yet, though. Yes, Snowy, you're correct. I'm thinking that coughing takes a lot of damage from special moves and it has good physical defense, so I'm like, well, I should use the special move that I have. And then I used Crunch. Eradicate also has terrible special attack, so it doesn't make sense. In any universe. Oh, an item. Oh, we can't use that item. Zoom. This game looks so good. How old is this game? This game is like... It's getting up there now, isn't it? Is it like... Is it 6 years old? (2018). 2018. This game is almost 7 years old. Wow. Stuff really is going downhill, isn't it? Because they released Scarlet and Violet after this. This game looks great. Yeah, I don't think they've outdone it in terms of aesthetics. Arceus definitely doesn't look as good as this game. Scarlet and Violet definitely doesn't look as good as this game. Sword and Shield doesn't look as good as this game either. Yeah, wow. Oh. Oh. Is Hypno Sandwich here? Is he still Hypno Sandwich? Yeah. It wasn't this was the first game on the Switch, wasn't it? I think this was the first game on the Switch. Uh-oh. Oh no, we have Dig. We're fine. Oh, we have Crunch too. Do you think it's fan service though? I don't think it's fan service to make a beautiful product. I don't think it's fan service to just make something that is aesthetically beautiful. Is the game that they like, is it fan service to make a remake of one of the most popular games in the series? I don't think so. I think everyone's like, I don't know, fan service is like fan service. Service? Why is fan service a bad thing? Maybe I just don't get it, but to me it seems weird that fan service is a bad thing. Everyone always talks about fan service being bad, but like, they are servicing the fans. That seems like a good thing to me. It feels like the thing we don't want companies to do is not make fan service. Like, can we... I don't know, like companies being self-indulgent or something? I don't know. I'm just musing about this. I just thought about that now. I haven't ever really like dissected the words, but I just realized like Yeah, why is fan service a bad thing? It seems like it should be good. Unlike my team. My team is terrible. Yeah, everyone on the visual effects team for this game should be really proud. They killed it. Game looks so good. What does this do? Just what I needed. Maybe we'll have to go spend some of Blue's money to get some healing items. Oh yeah, that makes sense. That like fan service as a term has gotten a bad rap because of anime. I think they could have made this game look worse though, and people still would have bought it. Like, that was clearly the case for Scarlet and Violet. They, like, didn't need to optimize the game and make it beautiful. They were just like, we can just release this and people will buy it. Yeah, you can, but, like, I don't know. I learned this with, like, my wife playing Baldur's Gate obsessively for, like, a whole year. There's huge value in making a really well-crafted experience. Even if that experience is not maybe as expansive as people might want it to be. And at the same time, Scarlet and Violet are like very expansive, large games, but they're just, there's not this level of like care and craft in every moment of that world. And then because of that, it's just, I don't know. Like, I don't find myself ever thinking, I want to go play Scarlet and Violet. That's not a thought I have. I should put Venomoth out with me. Whoa, he's got some hair. I don't think you have to start your game over in Scarlet and Violet. I think you can just make a new profile on your Switch and then play. Well, I'm glad that there's some people that seem to really like Violet, so I'm glad that some people did. This is the Hypno. Is this guy the Hypno sandwich? He's got 3 Pokemon. He's got Hypno. I'm not doing well against him. This is all of the normal signs. All right. Yeah, I Sword and Shield is my least favorite Pokemon game. I like Scarlet and Violet more than Sword and Shield. Let's go, first time. First time using it. Yeah. Oh, look at him. He's great. He's great. Oh, the Hypno was in the middle. Oh, is it the Hypno sandwich? I think he's going to have 2 different types of bread, though. Yeah, he has 2 different types of bread. Alright, is this Leech Life from Gen 7? It is. Amazing. Look at little Venomoth. Oh my gosh, so good. Uh-oh, no, no! Did I fight him here? I didn't expect this. I did have a really enjoyable experience playing Sword and Shield because my wife and I played it together. We played it over like a weekend. We were just sitting on the couch together and we had some really fun moments. But again, it's like when I think back, like the story in Sword and Shield, there isn't a story in Sword and Shield. It's basically just you're competing, you're fighting the gym leaders, and then at the very end they're like, oh yeah, natural disaster, what if we run out of energy? Okay, and then basically Leon takes care of everything for you, and then you just fight what's his name, the giant hand in the sky, Eternatus, and that's the game. I don't know, that just to me it doesn't say. Oh, he does have Cubone. He has Cubone. Ah, everything is right with the world. I love that. Okay, Venomoth's getting kind of beat up here. And like, sometimes stories in Pokemon games, oh, it has Flamethrower? Sometimes stories in Pokemon games are not the best. Like, Gen 6 basically doesn't have a story as well. It does have a story, but like, the story is so bad that it might as well just not have a story. That said, there is something about Sword and Shield that the lack of even a bad story makes the pacing of the game feel weird. Because I was expecting a story, and then when the story just didn't happen, when the story started happening, I thought, oh, the game is way longer than I was expecting. We're going to build towards something. There's going to be a story. And then there was no story, and I was like, wait, what happened? Like, the pacing of the whole thing just felt off. That's one of the problems when you make a format or there's some kind of expectation for how things play out. With the Pokemon games, there's such a long history of these games being released that there's now an expectation for how each game plays out. When you don't follow that expectation, unless you do something that is really fundamentally interesting, it's going to be worse because then the expectation is it's going to be a letdown. So you have to do something more interesting when you break out of the formula. This is where I'll praise Gen 7, because I think the breakout of the formula not having gym leaders and doing trials, like, I think it's nice. It was refreshing. I think it's good they didn't do it for more than one generation, but I think for one generation it was interesting. And they broke out of the formula in a way that was like fresh and new. Whereas with Sword and Shield, they broke out of the formula with the storyline in a way that was less interesting than just doing the regular storyline. I think about this a lot because it's very relevant with music. Like, in music, when let's say you play 4 chords and they're in a certain order. Whenever you change that order, like if you repeat those chords, let's say the 4 chords, you repeat them 4 times, that's 16 chords total, but then the listener hears the pattern 4 times. When the listener hears the pattern 4 times, if on the 5th time when you're playing a 4-chord sequence, if you play different chords, then the listener is going to be like, whoa, something big changed. What was going on? It's going to draw their attention to that moment in the music, in the piece. And so then that's going to stand out far more to them. As Adam Neely says, repetition legitimizes. So even if you do something weird, if you repeat it a bunch, then people are like, oh, that's normal. That's the normal thing that I'm going to expect. But then when you break outside of that, the expectation, you surprise people. It draws their attention to the thing that you surprised them with. If you draw their attention to something that you surprised them with that is fundamentally unsatisfying, they will come away with a worse experience overall of the art or whatever you're trying to present to them. So if you're going to do something in a way that will be surprising in breaking expectation, you have to do it in a way that's going to impress people. And to me, it just doesn't seem like they put a lot of thought into how they were managing the story. They were just like, well, like, let's actually focus the attention of the player on the gym challenge. Okay, how about we just make a story about the gym challenge and we don't even have a plot line with a legendary at all? That would have been so surprising and so amazing. I would have loved that if Scarlet and Sword and Shield did that. No storyline, no Eternatus, no like chairman guy being the haha twist mustache twirling villain at the end. What if we just don't have that? What if the whole thing is just about competing and trying to beat the gym leaders and then beat the Pokemon League? And you get like a whole bunch of story stuff that comes from that, like character tensions with different characters that are vying for the top spot in like beating gym leaders faster, beating the Pokemon League faster. I don't know. That would have been, I think, really compelling. Yeah, sometimes I still mess up my wife on the channel. I say like, oh yeah, my girlfriend or my fiance or something like that. Venomoth is great. Look at this design. It's so good. It's so good. Goodbye, Ekans. Funniest cry. It's my Ekans it's my Ekans impersonation. Hypno looks good in this game, where he like holds out the little he holds out the what is it called? The metronome thing that he's dangling, the hypnosis pendant? Oh, there's no Arbok guy? He just has an Ekans now. Okay. What? Where's the card key? Is it all the way over here? Really? No, it's a nugget. Do you have a Hypno? I think also Gen 3's story. Let's talk about story in Pokemon games. In Gen 1, there isn't really a story. You fight Team Rocket occasionally throughout the game, and then eventually you beat the big end boss, who's your rival. The story is essentially just who can become the best trainer fastest. Your rival is beating you the whole game, and then in the end you overcome him. Story concluded. In Gen 2, there also isn't really a story. You're just trying to beat all of the trainers and become the best trainer in the game. Throughout the game, you occasionally run into Team Rocket and you defeat them. Not really any stories. Why does Gen 3 impress us all so much when we look back on it? Is because it breaks our expectation. We expect we're just going to play the game, we're going to become a good Pokemon trainer and beat the most difficult trainer in the entire game. We're going to kind of rush against some other characters in order to do this, and we're probably going to fight an evil team along the way. But then Gen 3 steps out of the mold where there are two evil teams that are fighting each other, and there's a legendary Pokemon involved in the storyline. And it becomes much more pivotal, and it feels like the stakes are much higher. That's exciting, because it's so different from what we'd seen before. Whoa! Whoa! Oh! That's a sweet animation. Is it in here? Yeah, Sam, I think what you're saying is pretty accurate. Sam says, you can see the exact moment in Sword and Shield where they ran out of time/money when you get to the top of Rose Tower and it just plays the concept art. It does feel like that. It feels like at some point they're just like, actually, we don't have anything else for you, so story over. What? Is there a mouse cursor in the game? Oh my gosh. Oh, I got the card key after the fight from the admin. Okay, I see. I was waiting to pick it up. I'm so used to playing Gen 1. This is the Triantist in Generation 1. He doesn't have a wheezing in that game, though. He has a coughing. In the credits, they left a Windows mouse cursor. No! That's so tacky. Gosh. I have animations turned off. Don't judge the game's animations based on them being turned off. Let me gain back some health here. Uh-oh. Or a flying type. What would you expect? Yeah, I've heard the 4 chords axis is awesome. Yeah. I actually used to use that. I used to use that song to teach students. I think it's a good illustrative example of a bunch of things. Specifically the 50s progression. And what you can do with it in pop music too. It's interesting to use it as a jumping off point to talk about how with those 4 chords you can actually create a lot of really interesting things by just reordering the chords. What if you put them in a different sequence? They don't always have to be in the same order. Like if you start with the minor chord, if you start with 6, go like 6 4 5 1 or something like that, it's going to have much different vibe than if you start with 1 and you return to 1 with 5 every time. Or if you go like 1 5 6 4 or something like that, it's going to have a very different feel. Because you get more of like the plagal cadence vibe of 4 going back to 1 every time rather than the perfect cadence or authentic cadence. They changed all this term since I started. I'm old now. Great. Great animation here. Yeah, Electro doesn't learn. Yeah, why would it learn? Electric moves. Silph looks good. I like that they make all these places like little storage lockers. They're storing things that they're developing, like flash cannon and their balls. This guy fight me? I really gotta heal. Alright, let's go back. Wait, do I have an escape rope? Can we escape rope out of here? Oh, they took that away. You can leave here, I believe, with an escape rope in Fire Red. I think so. Yeah, you can dig out, so you can escape rope out. Oh, okay, let's talk about Gen 4's story now. And why Gen 4's story... I think a lot of people would say that Gen 4's story is worse than Gen 3's story. And I think that, again, we can frame this from the perspective of expectation. Because in Gen 3, we expected now, coming out of Gen 3, that maybe a legendary Pokemon is going to be a part of the storyline. And so when you give us a storyline that is worse written, with only one team that doesn't have the struggle between 2 different teams, and you give us the legendary trope again in Gen 4, then you just get a story that like falls really flat, with Cyrus being this like villain where his like plot, like his motivations don't really make sense. The grunts don't seem to know what they're doing. It's just not as interesting. And then again in Gen 5 they kind of like reinvent stuff, which is great. You've got this whole idea of like, our Pokemon being, should we release Pokemon? Should we free Pokemon? And then someone who's sort of championing a different ideal. And then behind the scenes, there's someone manipulating them. And it's like, oh, this is actually, I think, an interesting way of structuring a story. More interesting than Gen 4. So when I think back, I'm like, yeah, like, the odd generations tend to have the good stories. 3, 5, 7, 6 has bad story, 8 has bad story, 4 has bad story, 2 has bad story. Generation 1's story is better than Generation 2's, even though Generation 1 basically doesn't have a story. Is this guy a trainer? Wait. How am I getting lost? Oh, it's a Porygon. It's a Porygon. Does he give it to me? Oh no. Gotta get it out of here somehow? Oh, he's so cute. I did catch one the other day. Off stream. Giovanni found his way into this room. Okay. Wait. Swords Dance is through here in Generation 1, so maybe in this... Why are we up here? Whoa! That teleporter is different. Yeah, the lesson is don't get your hopes up for Gen 10 story, yeah. Unfortunately, I don't know if Gen 9 fits into the pattern though, so maybe Gen 10 is going to surprise us. I'm so lost. It's how Silph is supposed to be, I think. Is this the one? Yeah, this looks like it. It's going to be a TM, I think. Yeah, if I had to give Gen 9 a compliment, the compliment would probably go towards its story, but I don't think its story is nearly as good as the other games that I mentioned, like 3 and 5 or 7. Also, all of the even generations tend to be generations that... This is something that I think about a lot, but the even generations tend to be generations that build on Generation 1, whereas all the other generations tend to just be their own unique thing or trying to reinvent the Pokemon universe in some way. So, like, Gen 2 is clearly a sequel to Gen 1, where they introduce a bunch of Pokemon that complement Gen 1. The original Pokemon that they introduced in Generation 2 are obviously not meant to stand on their own, really, because Game Freak tries to hide them from you at every corner. Then in Gen 3, they really tried to like reinvent the series fresh. You can go through a large portion of the beginning of the Generation 3 games without ever seeing a Cantonian Pokemon. They added a few more in Emerald, so you see them a little bit more often, but... yeah, Gen 3 feels like they're trying to reinvent, they're trying to make something new, they're not just making a sequel. Like, we got double battles, Dragon Pulse, great TM. I think, can Charizard learn that? Might be a good replacement to Dragon Rage. I'm actually, like, sharing Scott's thoughts today. This is what happens when I play a slow game on stream. I actually have time to talk about things. Okay, we should probably learn Dragon Pulse. Okay, so Gen 3 is trying to reinvent things in some ways, freshen up the series. They changed the styling of the overworld. They went to new hardware. The art style changed. If you look at Sugimori's art between the games, we could say this is a good thing or this is a bad thing, but, you know, like, it changed in Gen 3. Then in Gen 4, it feels like, again, they went back and they were like, we're going to make a new story in a new region and stuff like that, but we're also going to, like, fall back on some stuff that's more nostalgic. So they're building on things from the past in Generation 4. They are adding evolutions to Cantonian Pokemon that hadn't had evolutions added before. So like Electabuzz, it feels like Generation 4 to me feels like Generation 2.5. Like Generation 2.5. Like they're doing like Johto again, where they go back and they add more stuff to Kanto. And so you get all these evolutions to previously introduced Pokemon. You also get evolutions to Pokemon that were introduced in Generation 2. So it's sort of like the sequel to Generation 2, which is the sequel to Generation 1, whereas Generation 3 was building on its own. And then Generation 5, they did the reinvention thing again, just like they did in Generation 3. So instead of adding even any previous Pokemon in, they said, what if until you beat the main storyline, you can't catch a Pokemon that you have seen before? You only catch new Pokemon that we're introducing in this generation. I think that is such a beautiful idea. I love that idea so much. And it's one of the reasons why Generation 5 is one of my favorite games, or favorite generations in the series. I think it is so cool that there is a Pokemon game where they tried to make things that fresh. I know a lot of people don't like Gen 5 for that reason. But personally, to me, it feels like a very bold way to approach the design of a new game. And then in Gen 6... you have a forest in the beginning of the game that is literally Viridian Forest. They give you one of the starters from Generation 1. There's like Mega Evolutions, which are basically building on all the old Cantonian Pokemon. Like, Generation 6... feels like the next iteration of Platinum or Johto. It's like every even generation, they tend to build on stuff from the past. I think my theory kind of starts to fall apart when you get to Sword and Shield. At that point, it's like they're just trying to make a game. I don't think they were... They don't... There's nothing really obvious to me that stands out as like building on the past from that game. Anyways, it's a nice little pattern to look at, and I think it's neat. If they did it again in Gen 10, I would be like, hey, they missed Gen 8, but at least they're continuing in Gen 10. Yeah, it feels to me like once they got to about Gen 6, the 3D games, they realized how, like, it's almost like Gen 5 scared them, and then they were like, okay, we actually know that Kanto is the most important thing in Pokemon, so we're going to make sure there's lots of Kanto in all of our games from here on out. So, like, Gen 6, there was, like, a lot of, like, direct stuff, and then Gen 7 they're like, well, let's do regional forms for Kanto stuff. Do we fight the rival in here? This might be a good place to stop today if we beat the rival. Oh, whoa, I thought I had a chance to save. Oh, we just get teleported like 2 steps. I never thought of this place as like a little dingy closet. Huh. Wait, what? No. Alright, fine. Gen 4 Pokedex is 151 Pokemon. Yeah, and in Gen 5 they introduced 156 Pokemon. Wait, we're just going to pause. I want to go through the Gen... I'm going to go through the... I want to go through the Gen 5 Pokedex and show you why I think Gen 5 is so cool. So you know how there's this like quote, it's kind of memed on now these days, but George Lucas, where he's like talking about Star Wars and he's like, it's like poetry, it rhymes. And like everyone's like, okay, we get it, George. And then like they took it kind of too far in the new Star Wars movies, I think. But in a lot of ways, there's this beauty in poetry and in art when things do kind of follow a predictable pattern to some extent, but then that allows the creator to, again, surprise you in unique ways within that format. So let's talk about how that relates here to Gen 5. I think this is, in my opinion, really cool. So Victini, totally breaking any kind of pattern. We had never had a mythical Pokemon at the beginning of the Pokedex, so that's kind of cool. But it's a kind of like its position in the Pokedex is interesting, but it as a mythical Pokemon is not really that surprising. A lot of mythical Pokemon are psychic types, so we expect that. It looks small, it looks cute, and then it's a fire type. Interesting. Okay, starters. Our starters are fairly normal here. We got a grass, fire, and water type. Of course, we have a firefighting. Great. A pattern that we are noticing, and it's going to continue forever. Okay. Then we get our regional rodent. This is basically Rattata. We get, this is like put in here. It's a 3-stage normal type, which we don't have in Generation 1. Then we have a dark type, which is a 2-stage Pokemon. I kind of think of Purloin as like, it's almost like the Spearow equivalent from Generation 1, because Spearow looks kind of like scary compared to Pidgey. And then the Stoutland line is sort of like the Pidgey line, even though it doesn't have the flying type. So they've changed something up about it. Three-stage evolution that's a normal type, but this one, we're not going to make it a Pidgey, a pigeon, a bird. We're going to make it a trusty dog companion that you'd have. And instead of a rat, we're going to give you a pat rat instead, and then a watchhog, like a burrowing Pokemon instead of a rat Pokemon. Normal type 2-stage. Instead of having another flying Pokemon, let's not have flying Pokemon in the early game. Instead, let's give you a cat Pokemon that's a dark type instead of like a Spearow or something. This is a kind of novel idea of introducing a bunch of 2-stage grass, fire, and water types that can complement the starter that you get. Their designs are just terrible. These Pokemon are some of the worst in the entire series, but it's a really neat idea. Muna, Musharna, these feel a lot like Hypno from Generation 1, Hypno and Drowsy. Pidove, Tranquil, and Unpheasant, they feel like the Pidgey line, really. So while they're not necessarily as in the same position as the Herdier line, but they feel like they serve a similar function to the Pidgey line. They're your sort of regional bird. Blitzel, Zebstrika, this is basically a creative Pikachu clone in the sense that Pikachu is a 2-stage electric type, which you can catch in the early game. Zebstrika is a 2-stage electric type line that you can get starting in the early game. Okay, this is where things start getting really interesting. Roggenrola. This is essentially a redesigned Geodude. It is a rock type that evolves with trade evolution into its final form. Woobat and Zwoobat are obviously Zubat and Golbat, but unlike Zubat and Golbat, which are a poison flying type, these are a psychic flying type. Again, changing it up in just a little way. Okay, what if we had a mole Pokemon, like Diglett? What if that mole Pokemon evolved into a Pokemon that also had a cool type, steel type? Okay, so it's the Diglett trope, but it's just changed a little bit to make it interesting. What if we had a Pokemon like Chansey that gave ridiculous experience, but what if there was a gimmick around it and it popped up in grass that was shaking and gave you a really interesting way to train with Pokemon? Oh, there we have Audino. I used to call it Audino, but I don't think people are going to attack me for saying Audino. Okay, what if we had a 3-stage fighting type that evolved through trade evolution? This is the Machamp line, reimagined for a new generation. So you can see that, like, this here, Geodude, Graveler, and Golem. This here, Machop, Machoke, and Machamp. So these seem like, these are less creative in their implementation, but these are the ones that made this obvious to me. I saw this and I was like, oh, it's literally poetry. It rhymes. Gen 5 is literally Gen 1. But all the designs are fresh. But the mechanics underlying it rhyme in a way, but they've changed things up just enough to make it also fresh and interesting. So what if we had a water-type Pokemon that evolved and got an additional type when it reached its mid or final stage? What if that line was 3 stages? What if that line was based on a tadpole? I'm not talking about Poliwrath, I'm talking about Seismitoad. A ground type. Water ground type. What if we had 2 single-stage Pokemon that one is defensive and one is offensive? Well, who am I talking about? Am I talking about Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee? No, I'm talking about Throw and Sock. What if we had a 3-stage bug type that is not a poison type or a flying type, like in Generation 1? We get Swaddle, Swadloon, and Leavanny. It's a cocoon Pokemon that's reinvented because the typing is different. And it's on the ground. So many of the cocoon Pokemon hatch and then they're flying. We have another cocoon Pokemon here, Venipede, Whirlipede, and Scolipede, that hatches and does not have wings. Two bugs. You can see that they were looking at their previous format from Generation 1 and they're going like, what if we did the bugs but without the wings? And then they give us the type we expect here, but no wings, bug poison. And then they give us not the type we expect here, but again, no wings. Okay, what if we had, okay, these ones are interesting, really interesting actually. And I think in retrospect, after Generation 6, my point is proven even more with these Pokemon. So what if we had two-stage Pokemon that evolved with, I believe these both evolve with stones. Am I wrong? I think they evolve with stones. Yeah, Sunstone and Sunstone. What if we, Sunstone. What if we had two Pokemon that were two lines that were two-stage lines that evolved with stones? In Generation 1, what am I talking about? Jigglypuff and Clefairy. What if those Pokemon are really cute? What stone do they evolve with? The Moonstone, of course. They're normal types. Well, actually, in Gen 6, they're going to become fairy types. Well, one of them is going to become a mono fairy type, and the other one is going to become a fairy normal type. So in this case, we got two-stage grass-type Pokemon, one of which gets the fairy typing in Generation 6 that evolve with stones. This time, a Sunstone, not a Moonstone. It's like, it's very obvious that these two Pokemon are just Jigglypuff and Clefairy. It's like, this one looks like it's got Clefairy vibes. This one's got Jigglypuff vibes. It's like a floating cotton ball. Jigglypuff is like a bubble or like a balloon. It's so obvious. What if we had a bad fish Pokemon that was just everywhere in the region and didn't evolve and didn't do anything useful? In this case, we have a Magikarp clone, but the Magikarp clone is interesting because they're like, what if it had two forms, but it just doesn't evolve into anything? It's like you catch Basculin and you're like, what if we evolved it into something that was awesome, but it doesn't evolve? I think it's funny. It's like a joke. It's like they took Magikarp and they made even more of a joke out of it. And then they gave it an evolution in later games, which is kind of cool. And makes it feel more like Gyarados. Okay, we got a ground dark type. I don't really know what this is supposed to be. They needed, I think, a 3-stage dark type, and they were like, what? We got to do something. Maybe it's like the Gengar clone of this generation. I think it's kind of filling in for Gengar. But yeah, this one is always, I haven't found like a direct analog for this one. Darumaka and Darmanitan, it feels like this is a lot of the trope of 2-stage fire types from Generation 1. Generation 1 has no 3-stage fire type evolutionary lines that are not the starter. Every other fire type is a 2-stage. And that's how this one feels like it fits in for me. Maractus, what if we had a single-stage grass type that doesn't evolve? It's Tangela. That's Tangela. What if we had a bug-type Pokemon that had something on its back, and that thing that's on its back is fundamentally important to its identity? Okay, what if we make the bug a crab kind of thing that crawls inside of a rock? Well, what if we make the bug a bug that has a mushroom on its back that grows? Okay, we get a bug, rock type, or we get a bug, grass type. This is Parasect. What if we have a 2-stage... Yeah, what if we have a 2-stage fighting type Pokemon? This is a Primeape. But it's a dark type now. Made it super edgy. Okay, so if Crocodile is kind of our like evil Pokemon like Gengar would be, then we need a ghost type. So then in this case, they've got Yanmask and Cofidrigus, which are, this is like kind of Gengar, I guess. We could think of this as the Gengar line. I skipped over Sigilith. I think Sigilith, this one is a stretch, but we could see it as an analog to Jinx. It's a one single stage psychic type that has a secondary type added onto it. We need 2 fossil Pokemon. Well, we get 2 fossil Pokemon. Unlike in Generation 1, they're not both rock-water types, so they switch them up so that they're a little bit more interesting. They also alternate where the rock type is positioned, which I find fun. Trubbish and Garbodor are basically Muck and Grimer. Zorora and I don't know how to say that. I don't know. I'm not going to try. These two, I'm not sure. These ones are a little bit harder to place. Like, I'm not really sure what they're trying to do with these two lines. It's like a two-stage. This one's probably Meowth and Persian, the normal, two-stage normal type Pokemon. And this one might be filling in for something else from Generation 1. I'm not sure what it would be, though. I think these ones are obvious. These are Machamp. Abra line, Machamp line. We got 3-stage psychic types. In this case, we get 2 of them. That's neat. Yeah, I guess this could be like an Arcanine or something. It does have the kind of like animal-like quality to it. I'll stop there. What if we had a duck Pokemon? What if we had a water-type duck Pokemon that was a 2-stage evolution that changed colors when it evolved? What if we made some kind of like interesting play on words with that? Oh, it's a ducklet that evolves into a swan. It's the ugly duckling. It's kind of like this reminds me at least like there's like a metaphoric connection here between like Psyduck being a gold duck and then Golduck being a Psyduck. 3-stage ice type line. I think they just needed a 3-stage ice type line. This feels like they needed, I think they needed to do something like this, but just to have an ice type in the Pokedex, because there's not a lot of ice types in this Pokedex. I don't think it really fills in for something in Generation 1, but it is serving the purpose of getting us an ice type Pokemon that is a mono ice type Pokemon in this case. So it's kind of like making up for a lack that there was in Generation 1. Again, this one is not really like fitting super well with my theory. But I think there's so many examples of parallels and direct parallels at that like there can be some stuff that just sort of like is a little bit fresh and new and it's like, wow. It's kind of like this and then Cryogonal, which comes later. Where's Cryogonal? Yeah, Cryogonal here. Beartic and Cubchoo. Like these are all kind of like filling in for Pokemon like Cloyster and Dugong. But they're doing it in a mono ice type way, which is a reinvention because in Generation 1 we don't have any mono ice types. Deerling, Sawsbuck. It's cool. We got like some forms that change in the whatever. Don't really have a good example for this one either. There's no normal with something else in Generation 1, I don't think. Emolga is obviously the Pikachu clone. This is directly Pikachu. Remember how earlier I said I was very careful to say that Zebstrika is like Pikachu in that it's a 2-stage evolution that you can catch early on. Emolga is like Pikachu because it's literally like Pikachu. And then they reinvent the trope by adding the flying type to it. And electric flying is a fantastic typing because it's immune to ground. Okay. We're going to continue. Why are these two not in the Pokedex beside each other? I thought that Shelmet and Excelgor and Carablast and Excavalier were beside each other in the Pokedex, but they're not. Either way, they evolve when traded with each other. Carablast steals the shell that Shelmet had. This shell? It steals the shell and becomes Excavalier. And Carablast and Shelmet loses its shell because it's stolen and becomes Excelgor. Okay, what if there were 2 Pokemon, and I think that this is kind of where the design is inspired from, but what if there were 2 Pokemon that when you traded them, something got mixed up when the trading function was happening, some of the data got kind of corrupted, and in that data corruption process during the trade, those Pokemon like had design elements of each other sort of like added on to each other. What if you had, let's just make an example of this. What if we had a Pokemon that had 4 arms and then another Pokemon that had 2 arms? And when the trade happens, one of the the Pokemon that wasn't supposed to have 4 arms, it only had 2 arms, and then the other Pokemon had 4 arms. It's Graveler and Machamp. The arms get switched when they get traded. They're doing this trope again, but with bug types that are 2 stages. Oh, so that they're reinventing something, but they're keeping something in common. So, it's beautiful. I think it's beautiful. We're going to continue going through the whole Pokedex. Okay, I'm obsessed. What if we had a Pokemon based on Mushroom? Well, we had Parasect, which was a grass or bug grass type. Now we have Fungus. What if we had a Pokemon that was based on a Pokeball? Oh, we had Voltorb and Electrode. So what they did is they took the Paris and the Voltorb lines, and they took aspects of them and like put them together to get us these Pokemon. It rhymes. It rhymes. What if we had a jellyfish Pokemon that had a secondary type that was in some ways evil? That sounds like Tentacool or Tentacruel or Frillish and Jellicent. What if we had a useless water Pokemon that evolved from Love Disc? That's all I have to say. What if we had a 2-stage electric type that had a cool other typing? In this case, it's kind of like Magnemite and then Magneton or Electrode and Voltorb. And that this kind of feels like it takes this line. Although, I'm going to make the argument here that Joltik and Galvantula, like, it's like the Electrode-ness was lost and sent to Fungus and Amoongus, and then all that was left over was a bug. These little guys with an electric type. And the reason I say this is because there is a 2-stage electric type in Gen 1, which is Electrode and Magneton. And then there is a 2-stage electric steel type, which feels like Ferroseed and Ferrothorn. It's almost like Ferroseed and Ferrothorn are like standing in for Magnemite and Magneton. And then we kind of get some fun here with a mono steel type. Again, like the mono steel type, the mono ice type, and the 3-stage dark type. These are all of the ones that I'm having problems making a connection to Generation 1. I am having an issue connecting all of the types or like type combos that didn't exist in Generation 1. I'm having a problem connecting them to Generation 1. The dark type Pokemon, the mono ice type Pokemon, and the steel type Pokemon. Huh. Okay, I don't know what this one's doing. It's like a snake Pokemon, eel Pokemon that's a mono electric type that's a 3-stage. There is no 3-stage electric type Pokemon in Generation 1. They do not exist. Yeah, I'm right about that. Ampharos is the first 3-stage electric type line. LGM and BM feel very much like Hypno again. Litwick, this feels kind of like the Gengar 3-stage ghost type line, but they add a cool secondary typing, and then they have a unique evolution method, in this case, a stone. This is very clearly something like Dragonite, where you got a 3-stage dragon type, but they're like, what if it just was a mono dragon? Oh, that's cool. This one, Beartic feels most similar to Dugong to me. It's like you catch it kind of later on. Cryogonal, it feels sort of Jinx-like again. Sigilyph, or Sigilyph. I don't know what they did with Stunfisk. This is like the weirdest Pokemon of all time. I just don't know what to think about it. Stunfisk feels kind of like, supposedly when they designed this, he wanted to make the thinnest Pokemon. like a piece of paper, like a thin Pokemon. This is his goal. It's funny. It feels a lot like the Generation 1 Pokemon that are just kind of random and weird. Like, and we kind of get the feeling of that. Like, as you get late in the Pokedex in Gen 1, the Pokemon get increasingly weird. You get like Jinx and stuff hanging out that are all strange. You also get a lot more humanoid Pokemon, which I think fits with what's coming up next here. We have Minefu and Mineshao. We have Golett and Golurk. Druddigon is kind of like an Aerodactyl. That's how I feel like it's most similar to Aerodactyl. Then we have Pawniard and Bisharp. They make a circle too. Dark is super effective against Ghost. Ghost is super, well, like fighting is not good against Ghost, and then fighting is good against Darksteel. Bouffalant is obviously Tauros. Obviously. There's a 2-stage bird here. That's kind of cool. It's again a little bit they're playing with the idea of like regional birds. They're like, what if regional birds were cool? And then they made these. They almost feel like they're fitting in for a Pokemon like Chansey in the Pokedex later on, or an awesome awesome Pokemon like Pinsir, Scyther, that kind of thing. Feels like they're fitting into that kind of niche. Heatmore is again, it's like this is like a weird like Electabuzz Pokemon that just comes late in the decks. But these two are paired with each other, Heatmore and Durant. Also, go and watch anteater videos on TikTok. They are like the most adorable thing ever. The anteaters standing out there with their little arms up. Oh my gosh, silliest animal. Okay, this is obviously the Dragonite clone from the generation. They're like, what if we did it also, but with a 2-stage bug type? They're like, what if we did a trio of Pokemon, but they were weird? Yeah, well done. They're not birds. They're like doggy things and not good dogs. What if we made Pokemon that no one would ever like? And then they reinvented the monkeys. Then legendary Pokemon, which are very much similar to the first games. There's a lot of legendaries in this game. Genesect is obviously like, it's very similar to Mewtwo. Anyways, that's my theory. I think it rhymes. I actually don't think it's a theory. I literally think they sat down and they did this. I think it is so obvious, like creatively. You don't just accidentally come up with these things again. You don't accidentally come up with the fact that you're going to have trait evolutions and the trait evolutions are going to be rock and fighting types. It's like, that just doesn't happen. You don't come up with 2 Pokemon that don't evolve, that are fighting types, that are kind of opposites of each other. Like, you just don't. And like, it gets really on the nose when you look at Pokemon like Timpole and you're like, yeah, they knew what they were doing. They're trying to tell you here. We have a Tadpole Pokemon that is a water type that evolves into a Pokemon that gets an additional type and stands up and has arms. Seismitoad even kind of looks like Poliwrath. Okay, that's Scott's theories. It's been a while since we had an edition of Scott's theories in one of these videos, but yeah, fun, right? Let's go back and beat the last trainer for today's playthrough. Gonna beat Giovanni. I think I was having problems with healing items or something. No, we're good. What does it make sense to send in first? Oh, we gotta fight these guys first. Jesse and James. No, but Joltik takes the place of Voltorb. Remember, the Voltorbness was extracted out and put into the Pokeball Pokemon. And then we had Joltik serves the place of a 2-stage electric type later into the game. Aha, Joltik learns electric moves. Yeah, it's true. Well, there were some innovations since Generation 1, I guess. We should probably attack this. I think I might actually break that segment out and just make it into its own standalone video. That segment was pretty good. Yeah, like Fungus is obviously supposed to be the Voltorb thing, but it's also obviously supposed to be the Parasect thing because it's the mushroom Pokemon. I think I think what we're seeing, like what I'm trying to explain and trying to get across is this fact of it feels like they're mixing and matching a lot of the themes that they had in Generation 1 to recreate another Pokedex that is around 156 Pokemon in length, that has good type balancing, but they're like all of the elements that they had in Generation 1, they like tried to incorporate in some way into Generation 5 as well. Which is why it has this beautiful kind of rhyming quality with the Generation 1 Pokedex. I think this is an amazing thing. I think it's so good. This is one of the reasons I praise Gen 5. This seems beautiful to me. I love this. Like, look at me, 2 shiny Pokemon. Yeah, and there's only those Gen 5 Pokemon in the game. Like, if they had mixed and matched other Pokemon into the Pokedex in Gen 5, I wouldn't be convinced by this theory. But I'm convinced by this theory because they only give you Gen 5 Pokemon, and then they make a Pokedex which is so similar to the Gen 1 Pokedex in, like, so many ways. It's like, they're not trying to hit you with nostalgia by just going like, here, have Machamp. They're like, I'm going to hit you with nostalgia by making a Pokemon that is Machamp in every way except design. We're going to give you something bold and fresh design-wise, but behind the scenes and like its soul, the soul of the Pokemon is going to be Machamp. I think it's great. I love it. This is like the stuff that like people get excited about in art when they spot it. They're like, oh, this like author is doing this interesting pattern and it's like playing out in this kind of way, and then people discuss it and like you write books about it and you write essays about it if the person's been dead for 150 years. Whoa. I never thought about the Silph guy looking like this. Whoa. Look at that hairline. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, Audino could also be Lickitung. Yeah. Similar. See? Mono normal type, single stage. Also, there's a lot of Pokemon like the Hitmons, for example. They gave them a pre-evolution. They also gave them Hitmonlee. Or Hitmontop, sorry. So, by introducing Throw and Sock, they actually bring back a trope that was previously in the series, but was removed with further updates. Which is beautiful. It's like, you have made a thing that was once original again within the series by reintroducing it after removing it with further updates. Gosh, Gen 5. I love Gen 5. I need to make a video just talking about why I love Gen 5. Level 39. How am I ahead in levels? I've been struggling to level all day, and now like we're just fine here apparently. Yeah, status conditions, unfortunately. My team is not in great shape for this fight, but I think we'll still be fine because Giovanni's pretty bad. And the Rhyhorn is free, so he only has 2 Pokemon. Oh no. Well, maybe not. It has Mega Horn. That's a pretty good move, actually. The movesets, the enemy movesets in this game are quite good. This is no Generation 1 moveset. Or the Rhyhorn's like, Tail Whip! Leer! Nidoqueen. It looks good. I think Nidoqueen looks good in 3D. I want to hit it with Psychic. I want to use my shiny. Yeah, that's another thing. Like, Blitzel feels like an electric Ponyta. Exactly. Exactly. So, again, like, they're taking, like, that, like, fire horse. What if we had an electric horse? But what if the electric horse also comes early in the game and feels kind of similar in, like, playthrough function to Raichu? Gosh, Gen 5. Masterpiece. Uh-oh. Well. What if Haunter's tongue came out when it fainted? That would be funny. Alright, we gotta finish the stream with Pikachu, I think. I've been going for 3 hours. I gotta feed the cats. So, this is the last battle. We're finishing off. Let's do Dig. Dig makes sense. Alright. Alright. So, let's look at where we're at right now after this stream. This is the quick, here's where we are. We got Venusaur, we got Charizard. We didn't take Blastoise. We had to put Venomoth on the team, obviously, because it's my my mascot. I gotta play this with the partner Pikachu because the partner Pikachu is great, and it feels kind of weird to play my first playthrough of Let's Go Pikachu without Let's Go Pikachu. So, let's go Pikachu. We have Booberry, which is unfortunate also when I click on it. Well, It had to be named Blueberry because it's a shiny Haunter, and when it sticks out its tongue, it looks like it's eating blueberries. It's the only thing that looks different about this Pokemon in comparison to regular Haunter. I am hoping for more with Gengar, but the chat has made me ready for disappointment. We also have shiny Raticate, which I think looks really good. Like, I think this Raticate looks awesome. It's like the more saturated red looks similar to how Raticate looked in earlier generations, a little bit darker in its brown coloration, whereas like the Raticate in this game looks very like tan in color. So yeah, I'm liking this one. I got this one before the stream, and then I ran into this during the stream, and if you haven't seen that moment, go back to about like 45 minutes in the stream, maybe 40 minutes in the stream, and see how I ran into this one, because it was quite exciting. Thanks for watching today. Thanks so much for the, there was a €200 donation and a $20 donation. I want to just say thanks for both of those. Danny and, gosh, can I see them again? I don't know how to see them again. I'm bad at this. But thank you so much for fan funding. Oh, I can go back. I can do it. Danny. Oh, yeah, and Ifrit. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It's awesome that... it's awesome to receive so much support. You all make me feel really valued. And sometimes that's... It doesn't seem like that would be important, but that is important for someone who is like a 33-year-old man making Pokemon videos. Sometimes I'm like, am I doing the right thing with my life? But then a lot of people just mention how much my content matters to them, and it does make sense. I'm helping people in some small way. So thanks for, again, making me feel like that today. I really appreciate it. I'll be back to stream. I think I'll stream again Sunday this week because I want to get through Let's Go so that we can get back to some early generation solo challenges on the stream. But also I have made great improvements, or there will be great improvements to the overlay when I'm back. So I'm really excited about that, and I'll keep working on that over the next couple days. Thanks so much if you made it this far. You're incredible. See you tomorrow in Pokemon Crystal, where I beat the game with only Ekans.